Hello, and welcome back to Money Frame. Today we're rediving into a topic that almost everyone struggles with, but very few people talk about openly: money anxiety. Do you ever feel stressed, worried, or even guilty about money? Do you find yourself checking your bank account and feeling panic even when you know you're doing okay? You're not alone. In fact, money is one of the biggest sources of stress worldwide. But here's the good news: you can conquer money anxiety. And even better, you can replace fear with confidence and scarcity with abundance. This video will break down the psychology of wealth in 2025. We'll look at why we feel anxious about money, the hidden beliefs that hold us back, and the practical steps you can take right now to change your financial mindset. So let's get started. Money is not just numbers on a screen. It's deeply emotional. For many of us, money represents safety. It's tied to survival, food, shelter, health. So when money feels uncertain, we feel unsafe. That's why anxiety around money can feel so overwhelming. But here's something important. Money anxiety doesn't always come from being broke. Even wealthy people feel it. Why? Because money anxiety is more about your mindset than the actual dollars in your account. Think about it. Have you ever known someone with a good job, stable income, yet they constantly worry about losing it all? That's money anxiety in action. Money anxiety often comes from limiting beliefs. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, we can't afford that. Over time, these phrases become your reality. You start to believe that money is scarce, that you don't deserve wealth, or that wanting more makes you selfish. These beliefs live in your subconscious. They influence the way you spend, save, and invest, often without you even realizing it. And here's the key. Until you change these beliefs, no amount of money will ever feel like enough. The wealthy don't just have more money, they have a different relationship with it. Instead of seeing money as something scary or limited, they see it as a tool for freedom, growth, and opportunities. Where most people say, I can't afford this, wealthy people ask, how can I afford this? That small shift in language changes everything. They also know that money flows. It comes and goes. Losing money doesn't mean losing everything. They stay calm during market crashes because they trust the long-term process. If you want to conquer money anxiety, you need to start thinking like this. Now, let's talk about action. Because mindset is powerful, but you also need steps you can take right now. Step 1. Know your numbers. Anxiety grows in the dark. The less you know about your finances, the scarier they feel. So, sit down and look at your income, expenses, savings, and debt. Write it down. Clarity is the first step toward control. Step 2. Create a simple plan. You don't need a complicated budget, just a plan. For example, save 20% of your income, invest 10%, spend the rest guilt-free. When you have a system, you remove the daily stress of decision-making. Step 3, build an emergency fund. Even a small safety net makes a huge difference. Start with $500, then aim for 1 month of expenses. Knowing you have a cushion reduces fear dramatically. Step 4, practice gratitude. This may sound cliche, but it's powerful. Every day, write down 3 things money has allowed you to do. Even small things like buying a coffee or paying for Wi-Fi. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. Step 5, reframe mistakes. Everyone makes money mistakes. Maybe you overspent, maybe you lost money in an investment. Instead of beating yourself up, ask, what can I learn from this? Mistakes are lessons, not proof that you'll always fail. We're living in a time of rapid change, inflation, new technology, crypto, AI jobs. No wonder people feel anxious about money, but remember this, uncertainty also means opportunity. The people who thrive are not the ones who avoid risk completely, but the ones who manage it with calm and confidence. They focus on what they can control: their savings habits, their mindset, their knowledge. In 2025, the psychology of wealth is about resilience, about staying steady when the world feels shaky, about creating a foundation so strong that no financial storm can knock you down. So let's recap. Money anxiety comes from emotions, not just numbers. It's fueled by limiting beliefs, past experiences, and fear of the unknown. The wealthy think differently. They see money as a tool, not a threat, and you can start thinking this way too. Practical steps like knowing your numbers, building an emergency fund, and practicing gratitude can dramatically reduce financial stress. And most importantly, your mindset matters. When you shift from fear to confidence, from scarcity to abundance, everything changes. Money doesn't have to control you, you can control it. And when you do, you'll feel not only financially free, but emotionally free. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Money Frame, and hit the bell for more videos on personal finance, wealth, and the mindset of money. Thanks for watching, and remember, true wealth starts in your mind.